are 6 signs that you are truly in your divine feminine power. Number 1, you feel a sense of contentment with where you are in your life right now. You feel a sense of peace. Like, you don't care if you are not the executive at your position, that you might not get the promotion, that you have what you need in your life at the moment. You're making it by. You might not be super rich. You just know that your needs are met, that you have peace in your life right now, that God, that the divine is taking care of you, and you are where you need to be. And there is a peace about where you're at in life, and you are content, and you know what that definition is in your life. Second thing, you do not consume alcohol regularly. You have the control of it not being a required thing that you need to unwind and relax at the end of the day. Spirits in general are well known to be something that lets open a door that you shouldn't let open. Every once in a while is perfectly okay. I talk about it every once in a while here on my channel. But alcohol does open up some spiritual doors that otherwise should not be opened regularly, and you need to use some caution. And when you are in your divine feminine aura, you learn to harness that control. You learn when you do decide to partake, you are well equipped, well in that power to relax and enjoy your time with your girls, with your man, whatever, but that you know that it's not something that you need to unwind, that's required. Which brings me into my third thing. You have no active addictions in your life that you cannot stop when you need to, if you need to. No addictions that are out of your control. Nothing that you are harnessed to that controls your life, that you have to do, that you cannot live without. Nothing that owns you. The fourth is that you have learned to trust your gut instinct without hesitation. The minute you feel that gut instinct, that warning in the pit of your stomach, you believe it without hesitating. You've learned, you've worked with your spirit guides, you've worked with the divine long enough, you've strengthened it. You know yourself, that you have harnessed your abilities accordingly, and so you trust your gut, and you do not hesitate to know when you're told something, you believe it. The fifth thing is you naturally start to desire to take care of yourself. Feminine-wise, you value to beautify yourself. Take care of your body inside and out, whether that's appearance, whether that's being healthy, working out, doing your makeup, also your physical space, everything that's around you, you want to beautify, including yourself and your circle. You're taking immense value in making that space healthy and beautiful because you have found that your divine feminine aura is so invaluable and powerful that you want to take care of that more than anything and nurture that. And that involves everything around you. And the last thing is you are no longer triggered by things. And that can include being a man-hater, being triggered by men. One thing that we see in the opposite of a divine feminine is the women that are just natural. They naturally want to just start hating on men, which are women who are triggered by men and the masculine. They want to immediately think it's toxic masculinity and throw that word around too flippantly. And then that word gets so used regularly that it's diluted and it's no longer used when it should be. You are so empowered with your divine feminine that you are not easily triggered, that you value men, you value the importance of the masculine because you are so secure in your feminine. You have harnessed both the masculine and the feminine. Both is required in order to be in your divine feminine. You need both in order to be in your divine feminine. So you're not easily triggered by anything, and that includes men and the masculine. Too often do I see women that when they spout being in their true divine feminine, they are so much fueled by hatred or dislike for the opposite, when that is not true divine feminine. You have to harness both in order to truly be in your divine feminine. It requires both. And not being triggered is the key. Being able to control your emotions when you're around things, and knowing that those things do not control your emotions, that you are not affected by other energies, only by what you allow yourself to be affected by, and that you hold all the emotionally, spiritually, and that by those two things being held in the utmost control, you can be therefore wise and put yourself physically in the best, safest locations to avoid physical harm. There's no denying toxic masculinity out in the world, and that the feminine nature needs to always be protected. But there's also never denying the power of the true divine feminine and how powerful it truly is. But it needs to be protected, and there are amazing men out there that do a great job doing that. And that shouldn't be overlooked or belittled or not seen. It requires both. So being secure in yourself and not being triggered by things around you, whether that be masculine, whether that be things that can affect your emotions of various kinds, truly is key to harnessing and keeping yourself in the highest divine feminine aura possible.